self-hypnosis. So these tutorials, this lecture is for educational purposes only. Self-hypnosis, a hypnotherapist describes self-hypnosis as a process or technique used to deliberately feed positive information or suggestions directly into one's own subconscious memory for the purpose of changing a physical or mental behavior pattern. And that is according to D. Perry, 2014, page 79. It involves relaxing the body, which causes the object mind to recede, allowing direct access to the subconscious. So what is self-hypnosis? So in previous lectures, we have seen that hypnosis is a state of heightened suggestibility, where the hypnotist communicates directly with the subconscious of a subject without the interference from the conscious mind. Self-hypnosis involves the same principles, but without the guidance of another person. As such, an individual can put him or herself into a state of hypnosis with the aid of different techniques. As with hetero-hypnosis or hypnosis induced by a hypnotist, the subject only enters in the hypnotic state when he or she is ready to do so and controls the response to suggestions. This may require one or many attempts to achieve, as any pressure may lead to an unconscious resistance. To overcome this anxiety, conditioning is usually required. It may also happen that a person who has achieved a hypnotic state doesn't realize it. Many experts believe that everyone can be hypnotized or hypnotize themselves, as it's just a matter of increasing the suggestibility that each of us already naturally possess. As the time required and the techniques vary from person to person, it often takes experimentation to be successful. Also, most people need to be conditioned to hypnosis, which involves pre-induction and conditioning exercises that we'll discuss in future lectures. Only 1 out of 10, according to the research, people respond to the first attempt at self-hypnosis, and on average, it takes about a month of trying before achieving self-hypnosis. When in self-hypnotic state, a person gives him or herself audible or mental suggestions and can use a pre-recorded script. After that, he or she wakes up, usually by counting to 5, or enters a deep or sleep state. The latter can be effective since suggestions often spill over into the subconscious mind as he or she goes from a conscious to an unconscious state. A study by Bibi, McConkie, and Glim, 2001, compared the experiences during 3 phases: suggestion, test, and cancellation in self-hypnosis and hetero-hypnosis. They found that subjects were equally likely to pass in the ideomotor item, arm levitation, and cognitive item, age regression, during self-hypnosis as they were during hetero-hypnosis. However, they retrospectively reported the experience of hetero-hypnosis as being more real and involuntary, as the experience of self-hypnosis as involving a more active thought on page 45 to suggest. But although the 2 types of hypnosis produce distinct experiences, the differences were not so significant and depend on the technique and phase. For example, self-hypnosis was experienced more during the suggestion phase with age regression. Self-hypnosis has also been associated with greater receptivity to internal stimuli and vivid personal imagery, page 46. From these findings, it's important to highlight 2 conclusions. These findings, methodologies, and theories of hetero-hypnosis cannot be extended to the practice of self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis, even in a clinical setting, could have an advantage by encouraging a more autonomous and participatory role during treatment. Therefore, the choice between self-hypnosis and hetero-hypnosis depends on a variety of different factors, including motivation, expectancy of subject, openness, and access of the setting, and hypnotist, and commitment and readiness to act, and the ability to focus on imaginative thoughts.